One Arm Bandit here again. It's been a while. I know. Took a month off. Vacation stuff, this, that, and the other thing. Just kind of busy.
Back to school.
Back to school, yeah. Well, I'm not back to school, but my wife is, and my son is. TBI-Guy speaks.webs.com. TBI-Guy speaks on YouTube, on Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. And, well, we're finishing up the character carved in stone, the 10 virtues that were designed for making a great leader / soldier at West Point, that I am using to help us make better use of ourselves and have a better understanding of what we need to do to be our best selves and the motivation that it takes to get us to the next point in our journey, you could say. This one, the last one, is integrity. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. Jerry had to jump in there. So, with that, you have to be, I'm trying to think of the word I want to use here. Go back to the table. What? Getting the look from the wife. Because, see, I was thinking about the last thing I said and not the first things I said. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Be honest with yourself. That's the biggest thing. And along with that comes the second half of that, having strong moral principles and being honest. We have changed. The old us is gone. We have to embrace the new us and understand that things aren't the same. Not gonna be. Expect and hope that your loved ones, your family, your friends will understand as well. But the biggest thing is being honest about it, because there's a lot to that. I have a hard time with that. I'll be honest with you, because I feel like I want to do more. And if I'm honest with myself, I would back off of trying to do a lot of things that I try to do. Sometimes I get through them. Usually takes me a whole lot longer than what I thought it would, or what I said it would, or needing a little hand here or there. So that's where the honesty aspect of it can roll in. And, talking to people about the help you might need, got to be honest about that as well. I mean, we all have, we don't want to throw any more surprises on our helpers, our family, our loved ones than what's already there. So if we just really work on understanding the new us, it'll make things a whole lot better. I mean, it really will. And I'm sure my director has her input that she would like to throw in there. So I'm going to let her.
First, the word integrity is simply defined as doing the right thing, no matter the situation or the people involved. Always doing what's right. And that's where the honesty part comes in. But in response to what you were saying, that is probably something that is both a strength and a weakness for you. You always choose to do the right thing. At least what you think is right. What you believe is right, according to your morals and principles. But when it comes to being honest with yourself about your limitations and what you can do and maybe shouldn't do.
Yeah, I fall short of that one.
Sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, but you are learning. So I'm going to give you snaps on that. Snaps. Yeah, that was a poor snap.
I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. I'll give you snaps on the fact that you are learning that sometimes that's just not something you're going to try to do because it's going to be hard on your arm, your hand, or it's going to take 2 or 3 people, or maybe that's just something a mechanic ought to do.
Whoa, you just wrapped it all up and is making it all about cars.
It's often all about cars or all about house projects. Maybe you ought to leave that to an electrician or a plumber, or
Patios,
fill in the blank.
Fences. All right, we'll leave
Projects.
Projects. Ooh, like the table counter I put on the back patio for the grill.
Let's not go there.
We won't go there. But one thing I've started to really notice, and this is where a lot of this comes to the forefront on me, is at my job. You know, I'm a Napa guy. You know,
Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Gets good stuff. I am always pushing the limits there as well. For example, we get in a pallet of rotors, and I'm busting my butt to get them all thrown up and this and that. Well,
thrown up, you mean?
Throwing them up, putting them on the shelf.
Okay, stocking them correctly.
Yes, English teacher.
Don't make it sound like you're juggling with them.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. But what I started noticing at my youthful age of 44, I'm starting to feel things in my wrist, in my hand, in my shoulder, in my arm.
Arthritis and tendonitis.
And so I really need to back off of that. And I have, for the most part. But we all have to keep those things in mind. Because once this arm's gone, I'm done. I am pretty much will SOL. And so, better late than never to start to understand that I have to relax myself and tone it back a little bit. But we should all be paying attention to that, regardless of how long it's been since our accident or how old we are. Because with limitations, it's easier to cause more limitations by breaking what things we do have. And so be very, very vigilant about that and pay attention to those things. Don't get that mindset of, oh, I'm going to work through it. Now, I know I said a lot of that, working through it, this and that, when it came to getting back on my feet, getting to the point to where I could walk again, this, that, and everything. But you also have to remember, I was almost 20 years younger at the time, too.
And you're talking about something different. You don't work through pain that is causing an injury. Right.
So you always have to pay attention.
Once you hit your 40s, if it hurts, stop doing it.
Yeah. I still have a little issue with that, but I'm getting better. So on that note, we are the principles,
virtues?
The virtues. Jeez and Pete, I should know that word because I use it every week at Conquest during the Conquest season, which is going to be starting up here this month. So that should not be a word hard for me to think about. But at the same rate, I have been noticing that I am having more problems with remembering things. And so it's one more, little issue that I have to deal with every day, which we all have. These things.
And it's humbling, but...
It's very humbling. I'm writing more stuff down, probably not as much as I should, but that's the way it works. So, just the biggest thing I'm hoping, I've got a few people that watch all of them. I just hope that the ones that are getting something out of it.
The videos.
The videos, yeah. Because that's what this is about. And if you know somebody that can get something out of these videos, share them. They've got a title that, people can go through to find out which ones will be better for them than others. Something that, might spark something that they didn't think about before, because we all have those issues too. It's a progress. It's always a work in progress. There's never a time when it's not a work in progress, because there's still always something we can do to become a little bit better. So, once again, TBI-Guy-Speaks.webs.com, TBI-Guy Speaks on Facebook, YouTube, and the book is still going and it's still out there. God said it's not your time. You can find it on Amazon, some other places, or you can respond to me through one of the videos with a comment, and I will try to respond to comments, because I haven't been, because I didn't really understand where they were coming from. I just didn't pay attention to it. That's for you, Matt, because I know, Matt, you said several times, well, you never got back to me. Okay, so I'm going to start checking them. But I just didn't think that enough people were looking at them anyways, that I didn't even think about that. So until next week, or the next time, case pending, things get busy, and I know these are only 10 minutes long, but it's still one more thing that gets thrown into the mix of every day, and our days can be very, very busy. And with everybody going back to school and everything else going on, it's been hectic. So until next time, be safe. Thank God for what you have, and pray for everybody else out there that's in need of help.